Hi, welcome back to Normski TV and another daily transfer. Where do I get started? Let's first of all look at a conundrum for Arteta and Arsenal, and that's concerning the goalkeeper situation with Leno and Emilie Martinez. There has to be a decision that has to be made here. And just reading in a publication, basically, really, what looks like is going to happen is there's to be a choice that has to be made between Martinez and Leno. Leno's just come back from injury. He was out for the last part of the season, and Martinez had taken over, who's done really well, absolutely well. Was really pushing Leno for that number one spot, and I believe, personally speaking, that he should get the number one spot. Now, the problem is that a decision has to be made. With 10 days, 11 days to go before we play Liverpool in the Charity Shield, this is a decision that has to be made concerning Martinez. I mean, I'm just trying to find the posts where it talked about. He basically was. I'm not too sure who he was speaking with. Let me just find that for you. Because I don't want to misquote him, because there is a lot of information in there, and I seem to have mislaid where he is. I can't actually find it. Let's go back to the top of the post. But yeah, the long and short of it is that he's come out again, speaking to Eric. I think I found it here actually. So there's going to have to be some difficult decisions concerning these two players, and let's just find it. Sorry about this. Right, okay. I think I've come to it now. Right, yeah, so this is coming out of the Mirror. Sorry about that. And basically, Emilia Martinez has basically said in stark, that, there's going to be a problem for Mikel Arteta when it comes to the choice of him and Leno playing as the number one this season. The goalkeeper, let me just read it. The goalkeeper insists that he will leave the Gunners if Mikel Arteta doesn't make him the club's number one in the new season, raising transfer concerns for the Spanish boss. Now, he played in the FA Cup final, played absolutely brilliant. I know Leno was close to fitness, but didn't play in that game. And as I said, he took over from Leno when we lost against Brighton. I think he got the injury against Mopay, and Leno had to go off injured, and then Martinez basically took over. Then he really did impress us, the fans. His display was fantastic, and I'm sure Mikel Arteta was asked on a number of occasions, about him. Now, he's been with the club for 10 years. He started there at 17. He's had a lot of loan spells away, something like 6 loan spells away from the club. His last one being Reading before he tried to fight for the number one under Arteta or Emery. I think it was under Emery, trying to fight for that number one position for Leno. So he's the number two, but I think, personally speaking, that he should be the number one. And it just seems as if he has really come to the fore and is doing absolutely brilliant for the club. And he's basically saying, look, Arteta, pick me. I want to be the number one. I need to play. I don't really want to be coming back to the team and having to really sit out for months and not play. I think personally he's earned his place as the number one. I think, personally speaking, he's a better distributor of the ball. He commands the area. He's saves, stop. His shot stops everything. I just think he's all round a better keeper than Leno, and he seems to command the box better than Leno. I'm not saying that Leno isn't a good keeper, because up until then Leno would have probably got player of the season if behind Aubameyang. But those for me were the two best players. But Martinez has really stepped up in Leno's absence. So he's looking for a chance to be that number one. And he says, I didn't want to know anything more if they didn't give me the opportunity. This is under Unai Emery. He gave me the chance to go toe-to-toe with Leno this season, and it's ended as it's ended. And I'm assuming he's talking about, obviously, with regards to Emery going and then leading up to Leno being injured. Just need to go down to the bit. He goes, it states in the mirror, it says, with Emery now replaced by Arteta, the Gunners boss faces the difficult decision of sticking with Martinez for the start of the new season and angering Leno, or restoring Leno or driving Martinez towards the exit door. Obviously, with the German keeper now fit, he's obviously going to, they're preparing for the Community Shield in 11 days' time. Who will Arteta pick? Martinez has come out and said, my goal is to play as much as possible at Arsenal, and that's when I return, I will speak with the coach to decide my future. So he's gonna sit down and have a one-to-one with Arteta concerning this. He goes to the coach to decide my future, and Martinez continues to say, Leno was already recovered for the final, and I played the same. We'll see. I don't want to go back to the bench and go months and months. This is a quote from Leno Martinez. I keep saying Leno Martinez. Without playing, I'll decide the best option for my career. And it says, when pressed on whether that meant he'd leave if he didn't play, he added, definitely yes. So, guys, Arteta, Arsenal, it's not even Arsenal, it's Arteta. You've got to make a decision here. I personally think that Martinez is a much better goalkeeper. Listen, they're both good, but me personally speaking, listening to the football pundits and just listening to genuine fans and their thoughts on him, they've been really impressed with him. All right, Leno may be much younger, and he's got a better sell-on value and stuff like that, but Martinez, he showed his promise. He showed that he's capable of playing at the highest level, and I'm sure there's loads of clubs. Apparently he's been linked with about 10 clubs. So let's wait and see. I think Leeds are interested in him, and a wealth of clubs are in the Premier League, and not in the Premier League, but also in Europe. So Arsenal have to make a big decision on this. Arteta, you have to make a big decision. Let me ask you guys, who do you think should start in goal next season? Is it Martinez or Leno? Please put it in the comments and let me know what your thoughts are on that. Okay, let's move on quickly. Now, Philip Coutinho, we've been linked with this guy on a loan deal, and at one point apparently had came to the training ground. Apparently, personal terms were agreed and whatnot. And the long and short of it is that he is not or was not in the plans of Barcelona. He was on loan to Bayern Munich, where incidentally he scored 2 goals against his club, and that's just quite funny. But with the change of ownership now at Barcelona, and with what's the guy's coming in, the Dutch guy from Ronald Koeman. That's it, Ronald Koeman. He's coming now, and he's basically saying it's going to be a clean sheet. We're all going to start back from scratch. Now, does that mean now that potentially we might not be able to do a deal with Coutinho again? Does it mean that he's going to now fight for his place at Barcelona? Or Arsenal going to forget it now and just try and move on to other targets? What do you think? Now with the change of ownership or the change of manager, it's looking like there's a possibility that he could stay at Barcelona and fight for his place, with Ronald Koeman coming out and saying, like, everybody, clean sheet, let's start from scratch. Again, please tell me what you think. Do you think, are you gutted that there's a chance that he may stay at Barcelona, or do you still want him to come and sign for Arsenal if there's a possibility? Please let me know in the comments. Right, other news, and that's George Lewis. We'd taken him on a trial, and officially he's signed. The guy was in Norway, and we brought him over, and he's officially joined Arsenal, and officially signed a professional contract. He's 20 years old, and he's now sort of joined the under-23 side. But he's really, pleased about joining the club. He said that his family, all Arsenal fans, he's followed people like Thierry Henry and Adebayo. These are guys that he's looked up to, and he wants to emulate these guys. And he's going to really try his best to, push for a first-team place and try and impress Per Mertesacker. He was born in Rwanda, and he moved to Norway as a child, where he joined the youth ranks at Trosmo. The player signed his first professional contract with Norwegian second-tier side Trosmdalen in 2017. Lewis moved to Fram Liverick, another second division side in Norway, in 2019, and played for them until the end of last season, after which he decided to take a break in order to secure a move to another European club. During this time, he had trials at Ipswich, Bournemouth, before being offered a one-week trial at Arsenal. He impressed the coaches at Arsenal so much as they extended his trial for another week. And now we've learned that today he has signed a professional contract. And he's said he just said, no, it's really unbelievable. Feeling's really good and he feels good right now about, playing for Arsenal. As I said, his family are all Arsenal fans. And he's just looking forward to trying to impress. He's 20 years old, so we got some youngsters coming through. He's quick, he's a midfielder. He's quite quick. He's very good at dribbling. But as I said, when you kind of step up to this kind of level, it's a lot different to playing in the Norwegian league. You're playing, in England, and I don't know. Maybe would it be good for him to just, for the first year, play for the under-23s? He may impress and then push for a first team, or do you think he may sort of end up going out on loan to maybe a championship side or a League One side, just to get more experience under his belt, just to get the feel of the English game? Let's see what happens with that one. But he's signed a professional contract with Arsenal, and now is an Arsenal academy player. Okay, let's move on. Right, now, again, news coming out regards to Gabriel Magalhaes, and it seems as if TalkSport is reporting it, Mail Online is reporting it, other media outlets are reporting this, that Arsenal have won the race in terms of his signature. He's beaten Man United. Obviously, Everton have fell out the race, and we've beaten Napoli. And apparently, we've agreed a £22 million signing with him. Some media outlets are saying 25 million, but it's reported that we won the race and that he's closing into signing with the Arsenal. Now, again, as you well know, I've said it in a lot of my transfer dailies, he's a 22-year-old, 6'3", brilliant. His coach spoke highly of him. He's a very strong, tenacious player, left-sided defender, and is quick as well. And for him to partner possibly with William Saliba, that would be something to look forward to. And these guys could partner with each other for a good few years. William Saliba's 19, he's 22. He's Brazilian. Let's see what happens. But it seems as if Arsenal have won the race to the signing of Gabriel Magalhaes. I know, reports was coming out that, he had to make a choice between Napoli and Arsenal by the end of the week or within the next 2 weeks. But it seems as if the reports coming out is that a deal has been agreed, 22 million. It could be more, but this is what TalkSport are reporting, and the Mail Online are reporting as well, that we've agreed a deal, and it looks like that Gabriel Magalhaes could be coming to the Arsenal. Again, let's wait and see. Let's see what happens. Let's hope that this is the case, and that, you know, under Arteta, we are starting to move in the right direction in terms of the players that we're going to get. What I would say is that if once we land, Magalhaes, then we need to be looking at the big one, and that's Thomas Partey. You know, we got to get this guy, and it means that we have to let go of a lot of players. There's a lot of players surplus to requirements. I'm not going to go over them. You know who they are. You know, we need to be getting these guys off the book. You know, we've got loads of players to get off the books, but it's going to take a lot, because, as I say, we're trying to bring in players, but we're going to also have to offload a lot of players, and that's going to be really difficult. But Arsenal, we need to be aggressive. There might be some way we may just have to just lose the money in terms of their value and stuff like that, and just get them off the books, get their wages off the books, because right now a lot of these guys are on a big amount of wages, but just are not offering nothing to the Arsenal. Listen, please like, subscribe and share, and I'll see you tomorrow on the next Transfer Daily. Take care.